everyone! Today I'm showing you the easiest way to fry rice vermicelli noodles. This is tin noodles and you can use vegetables. I'm gonna use a wok, which I find that it's easier to stop from spilling over, and also toss and turn the vegetables and the noodles. Go ahead and use any vegetables that you have. Right now I'm using Napa cabbage for this video because that is the vegetables that I have in my fridge. So slice it thinly. Go ahead and do this with your Napa cabbage or your cabbage, or use spinach or even carrots. So this is rice vermicelli. You can soak it in water first. I just soak it in cold water. So soak it in cold water. Make sure it becomes soft. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to soak, and then it will become soft. Once you cut up all your vegetables, your Napa vegetables or cabbage or even spinach, throw them into the pan. Now remember, the pan has been oiled so that it will not stick. So once I put a lot of vegetables, I will stir fry. I'll let it sit for a while so that it can sweat, and then it will toss it with all the oil so that it becomes coated with oil and very fragrant. And go ahead and take about 5 minutes, 5 minutes to just toss it quickly with the oil. This is a very easy method, and you can see that you can cook with the sauce all absorbing easily. I'm gonna quickly put in the oyster sauce. The oyster sauce is one of my go-to. You can use the vegetarian version, which uses oyster mushroom. And then this is the red one. The green color one is oyster mushroom vegetarian sauce. Stir it out quickly. The oil that you put on the pan will make sure it doesn't stick. Okay, so the first step is very important. And go ahead and quickly stir it out. Make sure it sweats out and it becomes softened and soft. This will take another maybe 3-5 minutes. And while you're doing that, go ahead and add in all the spices so that it go into the water, it go into the vegetables. Okay, so some soy sauce, and then I'll add some black pepper. So only 4 spices that I'll be using. The oyster sauce, about 2 to 3 spoonfuls depending on how much you're cooking. And then soy sauce, light soy sauce, about 2 to 3 spoonfuls again, and black pepper, a pinch or 2 up to your liking. And I'm gonna put in turmeric. So this is not usually what people put into rice vermicelli, but it doesn't change the taste a lot. It just becomes a little more creamy maybe. But because this turmeric can reduce the inflammation in our body, we should eat it more often. And I'm going to put in 3/4 cups of water because I'm using a lot of rice vermicelli. If you're making less for yourself, just put half, okay, according to how much noodles you're going to use. The rice noodles is going to soak up all the water. So now with all the sauces and vegetables, the sauces has gone into the water. So now this is a secret ingredient. I make it often. I will put in link in one of the videos, the old videos that show you how to make garlic oil. I just stir garlic with oil, and I use it for my stir-fried vegetables. I use it for my noodles, and a lot of this is a cheat step. So instead of every time you do something you have to do this garlic, you do the garlic oil first, and every time you cook something you can just add this garlic oil and it will make things all fragrant. Okay, you can keep it stored in a jar in the fridge and use it whenever you like. So now this is the vermicelli that I soak for like 10-15 minutes. Once it's soft, it's ready to go. You can just pour into all the vegetables and all the sauces. And right now what I'm going to do is just to toss it, to just make sure all the water gets, soaked. The rice vermicelli soaked into the water, and all the ingredients, all the spices and all the taste, the soy sauce, the soft, the sweet, the salty, all goes into the rice noodles. Very easy step. The most important is actually to make sure the rice vermicelli soaked into the water and slowly absorb all the taste and the goodness. So now it becomes tasty that way. Okay, So very easy ingredients, so that this is like a, you know, a struggle meal. Whenever you feel that you have nothing much, you can just take this rice vermicelli, dig out any vegetables that you have, could be carrots, could be, you know, like leftover salads or whatever, and then you can just do this. I'm gonna use the tongs right now because the aim is to make sure all the sauces and it absorbs. Okay, and absorbs, and you can feel the texture of the rice vermicelli. It needs to be a little bit soft. Right now it's a little bit hard, so I feel that there's not enough paste. Whenever you feel that you need still a little bit salt, a little bit soy sauce, anything that you feel you would like to add into the dish right now, you can put it, and then you just toss it again really well, really make it even, and then that will be nearly the end of our dish. Now, because I would like to have some protein, I would like to add some eggs. So crack 3 eggs, because this is quite a bit of rice noodles. I'm gonna crack 3 eggs into the middle of the rice noodle. I'm gonna wait for a while so that it gets cooked. You know, it gets a little cooked, and it adds to the taste. Now for these eggs, you can also do it on a separate pan and do just an omelette egg, and you can just sprinkle on top. It is up to you. This is just a shortcut. I just want to make sure that this all stir easily, and within 20 minutes my dish is ready. So this is sometimes one of the dish that I cook when I'm rushing, and this is optional. This is spicy chili crisps. Lao Gan Ma is one of the spicy chili that I have in my fridge. I keep it all the time, and so whenever I feel that there is a need for a touch of spiciness, I'll go ahead and put in 2 to 3 spoonfuls. Now if you don't like spiciness, you don't have to add this, but it's actually not very spicy, just a little bit of taste, you know. So go ahead, and you can turn it into slow fire right now. What I'm going to do is kind of whisk it, beat up the eggs, and fold all the noodles into the eggs. That way it can cook, and make sure that it's cooked and evenly spread out. And sometimes you can also coat some parts of the noodle, making it delicious. Go and add some spices if you like, a little bit sea salt or whatever you like, and then just, you know, stir. Make sure you scrap all the sides, and everything goes in the middle, and it gets cooked easy. This is one of the easiest vermicelli rice noodles, and in Asia, this is one of the easiest food that parents will cook whenever they are busy. You can cook meat or seafood for the side, but this is going to be one of the staple meals. Even in the restaurants, you can order this. And sometimes in the street market, you can easily ask to buy this vermicelli. And you can see this is the same way they cook it, very fast, and they cook it like portion by portion, packet by packet. They use similar method. Okay, this method with the water soaked in and the soy sauce all into the water makes it easiest to mix it up. All right, so I see this is not a difficult dish. Please comment below if you like this dish and we'll try. And if you would like to add this turmeric, what do you think of turmeric? And do you like to know how many ways we can use turmeric easily in our food daily? Because turmeric actually is very anti-inflammatory. It's one of the food that we should include in our cooking and our dishes, so that it helps our, just this one little step will help you a lot in your daily life. So I will show you a few. If you like, you can check out another video that's adds turmeric to milk, and it's called golden milk. It's a very ancient medicine, and we use it a lot in food, and it can reduce pain. Let's say you have arthritis pain and all that, and just scoop it up and serve. That's all you have to do. And if you like to serve it with chili and all that. So at the end, you can see a few varieties. It depends on the vegetables that you add. You can use definitely some chili to add more color and red. You can use green peppers to make it a little bit green. So go ahead and tell me what you have in your fridge that will help you make this noodle easily. Like for instance, this one has the chilies, the eggs, and the green peppers, and it will taste like this. So go ahead, if you like, share and subscribe, and please subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye.